Wisconsin, just watching on tape, they're what you expect. They're very well coached. Paul, Chris, his staff do a great job up there. They're a big physical football team. Offensively, they run the ball very well. They're able to control the ball and kind of set the tempo that they want to. The quarterbacks played very well for them, and clearly is a leader of their football team. And then defensively, they've got a bunch of guys that grew up in their system. They play their system very well. It's a unique system, and just like they run the football very well on offense, they stop the run defensively and make it really tough for you to gain yards, but more importantly, it's tough to score against them, and that's been a challenge for us. It's been a challenge for pretty much anybody that plays them. So, it's going to be a big challenge for us. And the other thing I'd throw in there, the special teams. They play well in every phase. They're really good after it.
What are some of the biggest challenges against Wisconsin's 3-4?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of mental things that go along with the 3-4. Obviously. Harder to recognize, like who's who, I guess. So just being able to continue to run the same plays that we've always run, but get them blocked the correct way. It is one of the hardest things.
It's a lot of downhill stuff, a lot of power stuff, pulling guards, dividing tight ends. So, there's just a lot of stuff. It's going to be a physical game. So, you try to replicate a little bit of physicalness out in the field during practice, but you don't want to do too much at the same time. So, really, just being able to come downhill is going to be big for especially us linebackers and, being able to be in the right fits off our defensive line.
Is this the kind of game you like? Just this kind of hat on hat? There's no deception. They're coming right at you. You're coming right at them.
Yeah, I enjoy these kind of games. It's just another time for you to come downhill hard and wreck shop kind of if you can. So but it's tough though because they're a good team. Their linemen are really good. In the backfield, in the back is they're shifty and they also can use their powers. So there's a lot of things we got to be ready for with them.
It's the only trophy you guys don't have.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, looking at the trophies right now and just understanding, that's the one missing. So, there's always big emphasis on trophies, and especially this gun since we don't have it from ours.
We're ranked 25 and they're ranked 5. I don't think there's too much to get big-headed about. If it was the other way around, then there might be a little bit of worry that we might be resting on our laurels. But we're the underdog. We're 2 touchdown underdogs. They've got our trophy and we're going to their house. So I don't think there's too much worry that we're going to fall off and play like turds because we went out there and did that on Saturday and we think that we're gods now. We're going over there and we're going to get our trophy back. So that's the only thing we're focused on.
What kind of challenges this week? And is it good that you're playing such a good team after a win like that?
It's a great challenge because they're a really good team. They come out and they're going to hit you and smash mouth football. So we have to be able to come out and compete and use great energy and just great integrity in our defense.
How does their offensive line play affect what you have to do?
They have a lot of different schemes and what they like to do and pulling guards and they like to get out and come downhill. So we're going to have to just match that physicality and learn all their schemes and study a lot of film.
Last week it really didn't matter what we did last week because this week against Wisconsin they played different. They played 3-4 scheme and that's a lot different than what we played. We haven't played 3-4 all year, so it's something new that we'll see on Saturday.
How big of a change is that for you guys, going from a 4-man front kind of constantly to then you have a few days to get ready to see a 3-4?
It's a big difference because there's some plays you can't run against a 3-man front that you can run against 4-man or like vice versa. But it does take a lot more focus, like during the game and in practice, to make sure because people aren't like where they are supposed to be like usually. So it just takes a lot more focus from those lines.
What's the adjustment from the zone blocking scheme? It's blocking a 3-4 4-man front.
So like in a 3-down front, like they play with the nose and they play with 2-4 eyes. And like usually there's like a shade and like a 3, and so it's different. You block your nose like differently, or like combos are different on the nose than they are if it's like a shade or like a 3 technique.
With those guys.
It starts up front with the line. They've been doing a pretty good job so far. It starts with them, you know, attacking them guys. And we know Wisconsin, they tough, they physical, similar to how we are. But we know it's going to be a fist fight, and we got to bring it.
How is the 3-4 different from a running back perspective when you're running against a 3-4?
It really don't change. You know, we ran against all kind of defenses. Your keys don't change. And, you know, the read and points, you know, everything that don't change. It just all comes back to the line. You know.